Hi, we're going to take a look at 2014 AP test, problem number 2. You'll find out that this problem about choosing the sales representatives is very similar to the dinosaur bone problem. You will see like very strong similarities. The first part right here, it says calculate the probability of selecting 3 people, and they're all women. Okay, so in this case, what this person is missing, the first thing we're looking for is P of. I need to see something about 3 women, or woman and a woman and a woman, or all 3 are women. My person does not have anything. It's a naked problem. The next thing I need to see is the work. 3/9 times 2/8 times 1/7. The work is there. If you want to reduce the 2 fractions, the first 2 that are reducible, you certainly can, but you do not have to. And then the answer is 0.012. So this person got 2 out of the 3 checks, and that is part A. Part B, it says, based on the answer to A, do we have reason to doubt? And the answer is yes, we have reason to doubt. And so in my answer, therefore, there is reason to doubt. There has to be an affirmative, yes, there is a reason to doubt in your answer. So look for that first. Now we need to justify why there is the reason. Well, the reason is that the probability is so low. So in this case, they talk about a small chance, okay? And that means that randomly this probably would never have happened. So that means, and they say it did happen, so we are doubting this manager because the probability is so low. There is such a low, small chance that it happens, check. And then, do you have context in the answer? This person talks about manager's claim. Do you talk about the women? This person has enough to get the check for context, so my person did get 3 out of 3 on this particular problem. Now, for part C, they give you, and this is like hard because you have to sort of struggle through reading this, and they're giving you some dice going on, and they do a simulation, and it sounds all stats-like, and it says, does the proposed process correctly simulate randomly selecting 3 women from a group of 9 people? Okay, and it says explain why or why not. Well, the answer is no. It does not simulate. All right, so there needs to be a negative. It does not simulate. Check. Okay. The next thing we're looking for is context. Usually I look at that at the end, but I want to get that out of the way. Selection. Oh, there's a woman in there. All right, so I know that something about the problem is in there. I would like to hear about the manager, people, women, men, sales reps. Something in there needs to be contextual. And then we now need to have the why. What is the justification why the dice don't work? Well, if you did A, you realize why the dice aren't going to work. The dice are going to give us repeated values if you keep rolling them. And that means it's not doing it without replacement, the way that the picks were done in part A. So there needs to be, for justification, that that the whole without replacement is the issue. All right. They're saying that the dice assume that the trials are independent, which they are not. Now I want to see a little bit more that the dice are going to be doing this one without replacement. Okay. If they said that the picks were done and replaced back, that's what we're trying to show that it did not do. That you cannot like have the same person be picked again in a later pick as you're picking the 3 women. And so the whole issue of without replacement is what I would like to see. Okay, the independence is probably going to, the AP graders are going to have more ways. I'm going to go with this one, and so this person gets 2 out of 3. All right, so there are 9 possible points here for this particular problem. My person got 7 out of 9, and we are done grading this question.